Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands high from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair. Well, Miss Lindy.
Motocross, or scrambling as it was originally known, was first invented in the UK just over 100 years ago at Cairoli in Surrey. It was originally done on adapted road bikes, so the British manufacturers were there from the very start, all the way through to the very first World Championship, which was won by AJS, a British brand. So at that time, a lot of the top racers would be racing on British motorcycles. Matterley Basin is one of those racetracks that everyone looks forward to going to. Firstly, it's spectacular to look at. It's in the basin. It's got some of the biggest jumps on the calendar. It's got the quad out there. It's got fantastic areas for the spectators to view the track everywhere. And it really is a favourite for the media, for the fans, and for the riders and teams. One British company that continues to make a fantastic impact in the general bike market is Triumph. Known for their competitive spirit, they entered the Moto2 scene, and of late they spent a lot of time and energy into the off-road market and on motocross. And right from the very beginning, they scored a podium in Argentina, and their level of commitment, their professionalism has been second to none from the get-go.
Yeah, still working with Triumph, and then in the paddock, you know, it started like 3 years ago, like to have that project with them to develop a bike. So it started like that, and then after 1.5 years, 2 years, let's say, after the first year that the bike come in the championship, also stay in it, you know, to help the bike and the rider with the bike to try to perform as soon as possible, and that they have a good feeling to help the team and the rider with it to perform as fast as possible, the best, you know.
Yeah, so second year with the Triumph team, with the Triumph squad, let's say, and a lot of success this year. Another podium in Riola, and then the weekend after a race win, which was for sure the highlight of my career so far. Hard to describe the feeling, but definitely one I want more. So we're looking to get back on that track and get those good vibrations and a couple goosebumps in the next few rounds. I have seen Walk of Legends. I was there after England last year, after the Nations, and I was picturing it already back then. It looks like it's perfect to put it there next to everything else, which is completely different. You know, it's all road bikes. It would be something special to put the first overall winning bike there. I think that would be cherry on the cake for sure. Well, I mean, first off, you always want to beat your teammate, and me and Gillian, we're really close. We have good banter, and when I got into 5th, it was in medley. I saw he was quite far down the track, but I know from the trainings he likes stuck in the front. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna keep my pace, I'm gonna keep going. And boom, I jumped. I saw the waved yellows, or the guy running to the jump with the waved yellows. I said, Gilliam's watched the front. I look up, there he is in the corner. I say, thanks, mate. Finish a nice 4th, take some points, beat him, which is good.
We don't get that close often because, yeah, I start top 5 and my teammate starts top 15, so it's not that we get close that often. Sometimes, you know, when I tuck the front or have a small mistake, then yeah, we get together. But it's not really often, and I think it just happened a couple of times this season. Yeah, we do have a really good setup at Triumph, especially where we have the hospitality, where we spend most of our weekends, most of the time. We both have our own room where we relax, we can watch the motos, we have the lap times there, and yeah, also downstairs we have a great group of people, great catering, the food is awesome. I just can't wait every week for the weekend to just have this nice food. My teammate said Clement's faster than him. I don't agree with, it's a different situation with me. I know my teammate had some struggles in the winter, and I actually have a nice video of him going down trying to pass Clement, and he went down on a puddle in the middle of the moto. But yeah, I didn't have those problems, so yeah.
Do the riders have to get their heart rate up?
Yeah, of course.
Is it done by a heart rate?
Yeah. So soon at the end of the warm-up, the plan is to get the intensity really high.
Yeah.
And to make the body ready and then more reactive, you know.
Adamo, who holds the line through the middle of the turn. It's going to be Andrea Adamo with the foxhole shot for the 4th time this year. Far side of the circuit, we've got a new leader. Oliver leading the way from Adamo. The 51 with a clear track ahead of him. What can the Gabriel SS24 KTM rider do from here? Langenfelder in 5th, but Guillaume Perez looking to give him a friendly nudge. Doesn't need to give him that nudge, but does find his way past and into 5th position. Wedge Yellows, one of the leaders is down surely. It's Adamo out of 2nd place. Oh, Elzinger is out. And that doesn't look like it was from a crash either, judging by the body language and the way he just let that bike drop. Oh, the bear down through the waves. Just cross-rutted. Came in on a slick patch. Quick to get to his feet, but golden opportunity gone for Oliver. Sasha Kuhnen, your new leader. Langenfelder leads at the end of lap 11. And already 1.3 seconds clear. But the number 27 will round out the final turn. He will win race 1 at Matterley Basin.
How was it?
Good race, just good start, and then I went backwards on the first laps, which is killing me as of late. So had to remake all the passes that I let, or all the people that I let by in the beginning. But good race. Now need to recover and
Bruce
get ready
was
for
so
the.
bad as well, so you had to come back through those guys through that.
And I had no tear-offs for so long.
That was a solid ride.
Yeah, good fight.
Well, man, thank you.
Thank you.
Get in the next one.
Yeah. Pretty big.
Yeah, maybe actually on the 3rd one when it's coming, let's say a small bump, and then it make the takeoff more steep, you can do it with grip.
Come on, do you look at the track as if you're going to race to give these guys advice?
Oh yeah. I'm still, let's say, really happy to imagine the best line, you know, and then actually still being on the bike.
Yeah.
So like I'm still really on it.
I think the main question is, do you think you'd still smoke these two?
We don't really play with that game, you know. I really like, no, it's true, no?
Yeah.
I really like to give my experience and then ride with them.
You don't want to ruin their confidence.
It's developed a lot, the bike, over the 2 years. For sure, there's still things to improve, as there always is, but the improvements, especially engine-wise, from last year to this year, we've made a small step, which is at a factory level. It's not very easy, and then we have a great bike. It's been impressive to see that kind of development over, I would say, a year. And half of that year is racing, so it's tough to develop in the racing season.
After my experience in the US, after my injury, yeah, I had a tough time there, and it was actually me that put some interest in coming back, and I started contacting. We started, my agent actually started it, and yeah, once we started talking to Triumph, I knew that's the place where I wanted to go, the place where I wanted to be, and yeah, it worked out well for me. About time to get changed, man. You see, this is so unprofessional. He's putting the new lenses now.
I'm testing it. Normally I never run this lens. I'm testing it now because I'm professional.
Professional. Clean goggles. Got Triumph here with the logo.
If you see me whole shot this weekend, I'm retiring. I'm retiring if I whole shot.
Wow.
He's going to whole shot practice.
I really hope he whole shots then.
I'm ready, I'm ready. Yes, we love each other. We have enough of each other. That is true. I know you love me deep down.
Deep down, deep down.
Doesn't matter, as long as it's there.
Yes.
Second MX2 race then, about to get underway here at Matchley Basin. Adamo with a bit of a twitch midway down the start straight, but it's going to be Simon Langenfelder if he can hold a nice tight line. And it will be Simon Langenfelder for the 5th time this year. Everts there behind him in 2nd place. Thibaut Beneston with a better start in 3rd, a much needed better start. Oriol Oliver right there again in 4th place this time around. And then Fallin on the 317, the 99 is the lead Triumph. Oh, look how slick it is on the downside of the tabletop there and into the next turn. Shy of the podium at the moment is the Spaniard. Circulating in 4th position on that Monster Energy Triumph. Adamo up the inside of Coonan. This time his persistence pays off as he moves up into 5th place at the end of lap 4. But it's just been one of those weekends. A quali win, a race 1 win, and a race 2 win here at Matchley Basin. Simon Langenfelder, Mr. Perfect at Great Britain. Everts crosses the line 2nd.
After the two MX2 races in Matterley, it's looking like Simon Langenfelder is in the form of his life. He won absolutely everything there was to win that weekend, including the qualifying race, and he now has a commanding 52-point lead. Thanks to issues that Adamo had and De Wolf had as well, he definitely profited from that. And it's really looking like this could be his year.
So to get the quad jump right on the following uphill, you have to absolutely get this jump right on the downhill before it. So that involves just rolling over this very steep hump coming out of the left-hand corner and getting this jump right. And then you've got to give yourself enough downslope to get full gas all the way up to do the quad on the uphill. Let's see if Bonacorsi does it. So far up.
Inside gate, as always. Jeffrey Hurlings will take it when he can. Alongside him, Roman Fevre, Glenn Koldenoff will line up next to them, and then Fernandez and Kuhnen and Verlanderen as the Fly Racing 15-second ward goes up here at Matterley Basin, race 1. A good reaction from the number 3. Hurlings alongside him, going bar to bar, but it's Kuhnen who comes away with a rocket ship start. And it's Kuhnen who crosses the Foxhole shot line ahead of everybody else for the 10th time this year. Cairoli there in about 4th place, up the inside of Fevre. Hurlings just ahead of both of them. So Kuhnen leads, Koldenoff 2nd, Fernandez 3rd, Hurlings 4th, Cairoli there in 5th, Fevre in 6th. He will not like the fact that Cairoli is there messing up his race, his championship at the moment.
Look behind him to see where Fevre is. Right behind him. Here we go, Cairoli there, gifting. He's going to shove. Oh, man. Gifting just.
So Kuhnen did lead until this moment here, when he just folded the front. Koldenoff went around the outside.
Glenn Koldenoff and Team Fantic Factory Racing MXGP are having a fantastic season. Glenn Koldenoff sort of like eyeing up 3rd overall in the championship, and he strengthened that just with that victory in race 1. And what a time for him to do it. It's Fantic's first ever race win, don't forget. And for Glenn Koldenoff, his 70th top 3 race finish. And in that respect, you know, when you look at Glenn Koldenoff and where he is in terms of his career, he is certainly one of the older riders. You wouldn't think it, the way that he rode Matterley, came away with that race victory. There's a lot of years in the old dog left yet, and you know, to see him back on the top step, you know, winning that race at least, was just fantastic, and great for Louis Vosters and everybody that's behind the scenes pulling the strings at Fantic. Good to see Tony Cairoli back at Matterley, probably his favourite track of all time on the World Championship calendar. And let's not forget, in terms of the British Grand Prix, he is the most successful rider on British soil. 8 Grand Prix victories, 6 alone at Matterley Basin. His other 2 were 2008 at Mallory Park in MX2, but in 2007 he rode as a wildcard at Donington Park and won the MX1 category with a 2-1 to take his first ever Premier Class victory. So there's something about the British soil for Tony Cairoli. Of course, he won his 7th world title at Matterley Basin. In 2006, he was fantastic for Italy at the Motocross of Nations as well. So it's no surprise to see him back on a 450 Ducati, enjoying his racing at the moment, and yeah, giving us that little trip down memory lane once more, and just sort of giving us a little bit more nostalgia in the life of Tony Cairoli and everything that he's kind of achieved over the years.
We saw Tony Cairoli back in the UK, and he's made no secret that Matterley Basin is one of his favourite tracks. And on his return, he returned in true Sir Tony style with his British Union Jack kit. And honestly, he was looking pretty feisty out there. He cut across Fevre, he was challenging Hurlings for a while, and it was almost as though he'd never been away.
The riders will have to compensate their body language mid-air on some of those big jumps. As Adam Sterry just pointed out, Jeffrey Hurlings will be looking for a good jump and to stay out of trouble. More importantly, stay off the deck. He's going to try and muscle his way down the inside here, but it's going to be Fevre. Fevre with the foxhole shot. He muscled his way down the inside as Fernandez was also trying to work his way into contention as well as Lucas Koenen. But it's Fevre who leads the way. Fernandez there in second, Koenen third, Hurlings fourth, fifth for Coldenhoff. Pretty much where he wants to be, but unfortunately he's got three of the four big hitters ahead of him.
As good as the racing was at Matterley Basin, that last MXGP race was, whilst there were some great moments, you know, sort of near passes and things like that, and it was entertaining in some ways. You can't deny that the circuit itself didn't lend itself, I think, to many overtaking manoeuvres by the time we got to that last race. For many years, we'd either been at the beginning of the year or the end of the year. Conditions are wet and sticky and rutty, like the Motocross of Nations, for instance, back in the end of 2024. A place like Matterley Basin dries out very, very quickly. We turn up, we're in the middle of a massive heat wave in the UK. It's 34 degrees almost, you know, leading into the weekend. So the ground it's hard, it's dry. Yeah, there were some great moments, but there just wasn't the overtaking that we saw over the rest of the weekend. But hey ho, we move on, and some of us will enjoy a 2-3 week break heading into Finland. So I think we'll all be over it by then, and we'll be looking forward to a new venue.
But yeah, second race I make a change and then I put the whole shot, and so much easier to race like this. So yeah, win the race and then win the GP. So yeah, really pleased with that.